go and I tell my story to young people. I usually dress up like a gang member, kind of, right? And so, but what I do is I talk about the transformation that takes place when you make better choices, when you listen to elders, when you stop the destructive patterns of negativity, right? And eventually I'm dressed differently and my speech changes, and young people get it, because one of the things that I believe is that before young people are willing to take, I guess, chances in the things that we teach them, or the busy work that we give them, it's like we gotta inspire them. We gotta let them know why we want them to get the education, why we want them to get involved in politics, why we want them to do all these things. And it goes down to the basic needs of human natures. I wanna feel loved. I wanna feel that I have meaning, that I mean something, that I have a future, that I have purpose, right? So it starts with the corazón, lightening that part up that sometimes young people haven't felt that connection yet, And then everything becomes easy. Oh, I know why I need to stay in school. I know why I need to pick better relationships. I know why I need to be socially involved in changing my community and the politics around me, because I have purpose and because my voice and my power means something, right? So basically, that's a little bit about the work that I do, and hopefully I'll keep on doing it as long as I have breath in my body and opportunities and doors to open up to talk about real stuff, especially with young people. And so, I'm humbly here to serve you. And so hopefully I'll get to meet some of your young people and tomorrow and hopefully Saturday at this event with Western Michigan that they're having with for Martin Luther King's event. And so hopefully I get to meet you again and talk.
I'm Gloria Morales for New Latino Vision, representing New Latino Vision. I also have a couple board members here with me, Cody Evek and Kathy Wyrick. We all are fairly new board members within the last 2 years. We've been restructuring New Latino Visions. We also updated our mission. Our mission is to promote the advancement of all Michigan youth through sports, education, mentoring, and community involvement. As I stated all Michigan, so we do go beyond Kalamazoo. We do have programs that we do, cultural events like Cinco de Mayo. We've done that for the last 4 years. We began that in 2008. We're going to partner up hopefully this year with Phoenix High School in order to get some more students' involvement into it. We have a lot of community involvement with other nonprofit organizations within the city of Kalamazoo and outside of Kalamazoo. I volunteered for 25 years out of the last 32 years that I've been with the company that I work with. And out of those years that I've been out there, I've not seen a big concentration of the Hispanic population. I'm talking American Red Cross, Relay for Life, Special Olympics. So that's one of the things that we're concentrating on. We are working with the American Cancer Society here in Kalamazoo, Relay for Life in the Calhoun County area. We are working with Salvation Army in the Lansing area, American Red Cross in Lansing and Kalamazoo, to try to get more programs out there and get more participation out of the Hispanic community. Recently, I'm not sure if you all saw the Kalamazoo Gazette on January the 8th. We did partner up with Being Latino Inc., which is a nationwide organization. They did a day for the homeless, which we partnered up with 5 or 6 big cities like Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, Toledo, Ohio, and a few other cities that are bigger. Kalamazoo partnered up with them and did a day of the homeless. We had 12 volunteers to go down to the gospel mission, serve dinner, and we also were able to collect donations for the homeless. We were able to collect about 5,000 items within a week's time. So we are getting in there and trying to share this with the Hispanic community. One thing that was mentioned to us when we were at the gospel mission, there was a Hispanic cook there, and he was so excited to see volunteers of the Hispanic community go there. He stated that there's not enough Hispanic volunteers out there, nor do I guess the Hispanic community is too proud to go out, and if they're homeless or lost a job, he doesn't even see Hispanic homeless people go over there. But he was just so excited to see us out there. This past year, we partnered up with a State Farm local agent to do the first annual Hispanic African American Cultural and Health event here in the Edison neighborhood at the Believers Center, located down on Stockbridge and Cameron. This was our first event. We had vendors coming from all over the state of Michigan to help put this event on. We had quite a bit of the community go out there, and we heard what the community are wanting out there. So we're going to try to concentrate on some of the things that the community have wanted, and work on those programs here in the future. One of the biggest things that we're going to be concentrating on is scholarships for students. We are partnered up with the HERO organization within State Farm, which is 30 individuals, and they represent HERO, and they do a lot of community work, raise money, and give out scholarships. We're going to partner up with them and try to raise money on our own and give out scholarships every year. So that's what we're doing on the educational piece, along with, as I stated, we do a lot of community work, homeless walk in March, the Relay for Life in June. October is making strides for breast cancer. We do a pajama and book drive with Detroit to give out to Hispanic organizations throughout the state of Michigan. We do backpack drives with, we are connected with an ESL program, and that's with Nancy Hess. And I believe that ESL program is located where at, Cody? Vanguard Church. So we are mentoring and educating the Hispanic community through that ESL program as well. The other thing I wanted to mention was we're going to go and start working on a green project. So if anyone's interested in partnering up and doing a green project, we have avenues to get grant money for green projects since we're trying to go green as well. Thank you. Is there any questions?
It is very impressive to see so many organizations present here tonight, and I think we all have a lot of things in common, the education of the students. Well, we have approximately about 13,500 students in KPS, and of those students, I think it's about close to 1,300 are bilingual students. That means that we have 53 different languages in KPS. Of those, probably the majority are the Latinos, the Hispanic kids, and we have probably around 10% of the population are bilingual students in KPS. But not all these 1,300 students receive direct bilingual services. Some don't need bilingual services. Some are already fluent, and some they're just we want them to learn English and we want them to fly on their own. When they have enough feathers, we want them to fly and succeed. We know the statistics indicate that the Latino populations are the ones who are the most, they are dropping out from the school. They don't finish school. It's kind of sad in some way. And I think we in KPS, we have made some, I think, substantial successes with our students, but we need more help. We need a lot more help. I think is where we like to ask the group here tonight is maybe we can work together in challenging this Latino pride in such a way that Latinos, instead of that stigma that we don't finish school, we don't go to college,